Oh yeah, I still need to give you a lesson, Matt, on how to use it. Okay, we are recording, so I'm just gonna let you take the floor because they've talked a lot.
Right. Well, I'm sure they love hearing from you. So I just wanted to say hi to you guys. Like, so I get every hour, you know, almost 24 hours a day, but like in the middle of the night, not so much sometimes. But every hour I get these notifications from direct sellers. You know, I've been with the company for like 9 months, and it's really fun. You know, every hour it's like you see who joined, and just all the time I see this person named Whitney. What is it? Whitney Fenton. Is that your name officially? That is her, Whitney Fenton, and she just always is producing. And so I just looked her up on Facebook, and I saw this video of her like falling on her ass and breaking a wine glass. And I thought, oh God, this girl's hysterical. And then I just started, you know, kind of looking through and watching, and I found out that she likes the movie Trainwreck. And anybody who likes the movie Trainwreck is a really, really brilliant person with a very evolved sense of humor. And then so I reached out, I think, and called or texted or Facebook messaged you yesterday, and we got to chatting, and I was just so stoked. And I just wanted to share with you guys, like, one, you don't know how lucky you are to have such a fun, cool leader who's got experience, and all you got to do is follow her. And I by no means want to interrupt anything that you guys are doing that's working, but I just wanted to kind of come on and say, like, imagine what's possible. Like, you know, if you're newer in the business and you're just getting started, and like, you know every single person on your team, and you're like, oh my God, I wish somebody would get this like I get this. And just know that on the other side of that, you know, when you work through and you just stick with it in network marketing, it's just like anything else, you know, it's better finishing. Starting things is easy. Finishing things is where the money's made. My wife made me get up early this morning because she just retired from her job. And I used to be able to just sit in bed all morning and just text and do social media till like 11 o'clock when I felt like getting out of bed. But this morning she drags me out of bed at like 7:30 and makes me hike up a damn mountain. And at first I didn't really want to do it, and it wasn't fun, and my lower back hurt and my hip hurt. But like one step after the next, after the next, after the next, eventually I find myself at the top of this mountain enjoying this beautiful view, and it was really worth it. And I feel better, and I know net, you know, for long term. So blah, blah, blah. But my point is this, is that when you stick with network marketing and you come out the other side, just imagine having someone like Whitney and her entire team on your team, and you don't even know that they're there. Like, I mean, I'm so fortunate, and I mean, I want you guys to have this experience. Imagine having just leaders on top of leaders on top of leaders on top of leaders, and cash flow coming in that's mildly ridiculous, and all you have to do is just be normal and fun and attract people to your team and say, hey, this is what I do. I hang out with my friends while they ride their Peloton bike on Zoom. Is that a Peloton she's riding up there in the corner? Brandy Davenport, are you on a bike? No? I was totally misreading what you're doing there. I got to put my old person glasses on. I bought a Peloton bike, and I was like riding it. It looked like you might have been exercising. I don't know. I could be totally wrong. But anyway, I digress. Like, so guys, I mean, just really the only thing I wanted to say is this company's freaking awesome. You know, I've been doing network marketing for 28 years, and I've always kicked serious butt in every company I've been with. And this one, the trajectory is just even higher. You know, network marketing is not, it's not a life raft for losers. It's a speedboat for winners. And a lot of people make the mistake of recruiting down. And what happens is that you end up just being around a bunch of people that suck the life out of you. You want to find more Whitneys and more, you know, like you, and have your team just be so fun that every time you get together, it's awesome. Your Facebook groups are awesome. You're just attracting energy givers and people who are stoked on the fact that you can actually live life from one cocktail party to the next, essentially. Like, we're getting paid to go to cocktail parties. Tonight, I'm going to go to a fabulous party. If any of you want to fly out to Vegas tonight, please do. Blue Martini, I think it's at 7 o'clock. Tomorrow night, we're having a mansion cocktail party. I mean, I could party every night, but I've just got more stamina than most. But, I mean, we have so much fun, and we're getting paid to do so. I've made $275,000 in my first 9 months. And I'm so stoked I could eat a banana sideways. So what I told Whitney was I wanted to do a contest for you guys, and I want to have something that you look at her go. Like I would just kill to have her energy level for just a minute. So I guess I got to start doing yoga though and all that kind of stuff. So that's my next move. But like we were just talking, and you know what? We didn't really finish this train of thought yesterday, Whitney. I don't care what the contest is. I just want to meet your peeps. But like, if you want to do like a run to master seller, which is so easy, by the way. It's I mean, if you sign anyone up for 250, I never really do. But even if you just took the path of least resistance, 9 times 250 is only $2,250 in volume to be a master seller. I mean, it's the easiest comp plan in the history of mankind. But if you guys run and get 9, let's just say, so any 9 distributors, so if you're already there, like start the clock like from today. Let's just do a new contest, and the first people to get 9, like you can do it however you want. I have a 3-bedroom penthouse that I just bought in Las Vegas. It's the stupidest thing you've ever seen in your life. It was me and 2 of my other friends in the industry that both make over $1 million a month. And they're always asking me like, what should I do with all this money, Matt? And I'm like, well, why don't we buy just a super sick penthouse and then we can just use it for business? And they're like, that's a good idea. So it's like a $3 million penthouse, and we got it for $1.7 million off some Russian mobsters, I think, that were desperate for cash. I don't know, but it's decorated so mafia, and it's like all white couches, and it's 2 stories, and it has a 1,700 square foot balcony that you could see the whole strip, and you'll just walk in there and you'll be like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. So I'd love for you guys to take over that penthouse some weekend or even a Wednesday night. We do a killer happy hour every Wednesday night here. So whenever you want to do it, we'll do like 2 or 3 nights in the penthouse for the first 3 people who do another master seller run, and then their guest of their choice. So you can have 6 of you, and then I'll take you guys out to like a really killer steak dinner with wine pairing or something, and it'll just be awesome. And then you can have a lot of time on your own to do whatever you want. So that's a contest I wanted to throw out to Team Whitney, and just so we can get to know each other. And like I said at the beginning, it's not my goal to interfere with your awesomeness. I just want to be someone else who's there to help. So you guys have Whitney, and I mean, she knows what she's doing, and it's all about the energy and just keeping, the fun vibe, where this doesn't even, if you make network marketing feel like work, then it's effort. If it feels like fun, then you're going to say like, hey, people, the fun's over here, and the group will grow. So really it's an energy business. And so all I want to do is whatever I can to lift your energy. And usually a fun trip to Vegas with a ridiculous penthouse and a nice dinner at the Four Seasons is enough to motivate a lot of people. And we'll start there. And then I like to think big. So let's do big things together. And I hope you guys, I can tell by Whitney, like they are hearing me, but I can't hear anything. So I'm a big fan of Q&A. And like, if any of you have any interest in talking or asking any questions or whatever, but otherwise, that's all I had to say. I just massive gratitude to this team that just appeared. And I'm like, who's Whitney Fenton? And it's no surprise, she showed up from another friend of mine who's amazing. And all he does is fly around the world on private jets and talk to people. And then I think Whitney was one of the people, like, did you meet him on a jet or something? Or how do you know Joby?
I'm actually one under Joby. So I know Josh from the IT world.
Okay.
Under Joby.
Well, I'm just glad, however it happened, that you beautiful people are all here. It looks like there's one dude, too, driving a car in your team.
We got some penis on the team.
What's that? You let guys in?
More. They're just hiding, I guess. First of all, Matt, I just want to say thank you so much for this opportunity. We're super excited. Vegas is definitely some place that we really enjoy, especially with the word penthouse in it. I muted you guys, but if you have any questions, like, pick his brain. He knows what he's doing, obviously. I don't know if you just heard his numbers, but he made like $200,000 in 9 months. Holy balls. So don't be shy. Unmute yourself and talk.
I see. And also I see the chats that you guys got going there. So I love it. Anything, or do you guys got it pretty much under control?
Anybody?
Hey, it's Sue McDonald. How you doing? I just want to introduce myself and thank you for this opportunity. I listened to all your videos and training and stuff, and you're just awesome. Really glad to be under you.
Oh, thank you
I missed
so
the
much.
first part. I'm kind of dealing with another matter. I have another business, a coffee shop, brew pub type thing, and have some issues going on right there. So I missed the beginning, but all I heard was penthouse in Las Vegas, and I'm like all over it.
Well, cool. Yeah, it's you guys can kind of coordinate with Whitney. Like, I'm not attached at all to the details of the contest. Like everything has a budget. So what I was thinking was I'd cover the penthouse and then a dinner. But if more of you want to come along, and hang out, the penthouse sleeps 6. Well, there's 3 bedrooms. You could probably fit 80 people in there, but but it's 4,300 square feet and just whatever. Yeah, so just kind of do it. Whatever will get your team pumped and get everybody working. I like contests where everybody feels they can win. So you guys figure it out amongst yourselves, and yeah, so it's gonna be good. It's nice to meet you. My son was a barista in a coffee shop here. My friend owns 20 coffee beans. The store, the Coffee Bean, and so he was doing it. He loved it. I've got a tip for you, because how people come into a coffee shop and they're like all like, oh yeah, can I get a unicorn frappuccino with twisted lemon, blah, blah, blah. And they're like all too good, and they're not even treating the people that work there like people.
Right.
Well, my son is really sensitive like I am to energy and whatnot, and he, like, if someone's cool, he's cool, and if someone's a douche, he's still cool. But what he used to do that I thought was hysterical, and maybe you know this trick, but what he would do to anybody who was rude or self-absorbed or didn't tip or was a jerk,
yeah,
he would give them decaf.
Oh.
And I just thought that was so innovative, because he was giving,
That's hilarious.
He said there's this one lady that came in every day for 6 months and just never acknowledged his humanness and was just a total bad person, and he couldn't shift her, so she just got decaf. So she doesn't even have a caffeine addiction, and she thinks she does.
That's hilarious. She probably had some headaches for a while and didn't know why.
Yeah.
There was some sign somewhere that said, if you say hello, how are you? I would like a coffee. Your coffee's 99 cents. If you just say, hey, give me a latte, it's $9.99 or something like that. Yeah. I thought that was a cute sign.
It should be. It's like so easy to connect with people and be cool. Like, as you guys know, again, you probably learned everything from Whitney, but I just go about my life. Like, people say, well, what do you do, Matt? Just go about my life. And I just like look people in the eyes, and I'm nice to people. And it's interesting. I mean, a lot of people are just not accepting new connections at the moment, Right. And then like the other people are like, just like totally open to meeting. And I just I don't go recruit anybody, but if I see someone who's cool, I start a conversation with them. And then I don't like go like, yeah, join my MLM because I'm weird and annoying. But I'm just like, hey, what's up with you? And I get to know people. And usually you get to know people, they tell you what's going on in their life. And with our opportunity, I mean, there's people who money's not like, I have so many people in my life who have plenty of money, like, because that's kind of the abundant vibe I like to hang out around. But a lot of people are starved for social connection. They're so up in their phones all the time. Like, they love our wine tastings. And I teach my reps, keep your phone in your pocket and just pretend like you're an ambassador of eliminating awkwardness in the room. So walk up to anybody who doesn't look like they're having fun and put a wine glass in their hand and give them a hug and say hello and introduce them to somebody. And basically so we're out there helping people get more social. We're helping people make friends. A lot of singles on our team up here. So I always say, if you're single, come to the wine tastings, and then everyone just invite their cool single friends. I mean, we have so much fun. It's like a big group of people that's just growing and growing and growing every week. And I envision that happening in every major city across the country, as I'm sure you guys do as well. So,
I have a question.
Go ahead.
I just thought of this, but it's something that my husband Michael and I have been wondering, and we've been trying to do research, and there seems like there's a big gray area, but we have 3 coffee shops that also sell beer and wine, and we call direct sellers. We've done our own research, and we're just wondering, like, can we sell the wine we get from direct sellers at our shop? Can we sell it? Like, can we buy a case and sell it?
I don't think so. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not a lawyer, and I don't like to even get involved in those kinds of discussions. Like, so that's something that you have to learn on your own and like do it. Like, God, I can't believe some of the people are so interesting in the world. Like, we've had some people like make some phone calls to like government agencies asking questions about direct sellers and like causing problems that don't exist. Like the level of lack of brains with some people is amazing to me, but it's just like, you know what your liquor license says. Now my guess is, and again, the answer I would give is just sell the wine that you get from Southern Wine and Spirits or whoever your distributor is, because there's laws on how that has to be. Now, typically, like I know in California that you can offer a corking fee, and someone can bring their own bottle in. Mm-hmm. So technically, you can serve the wine as a wine tasting where the corking fee is waived. And I would just think that, like, selling bottles of wine isn't going to make you any money.
Yeah.
Getting one Whitney is all you care about. So like that. So what you want to do is just be your normal, awesome self to your customers, and those who you connect with, invite them to an event or whatever, or just chit chat with them, sit down over a cup of coffee. Like, you sit and talk with someone about their whatever. People come to coffee shops to talk about everything, and I don't know how much you interact with people there, but if you have an opportunity to get to know someone and then just enroll them, the money's never in figuring out a way to retail something or do that, the other thing. And the money is in connecting with other humans, getting them to join. I mean, you'll make $20,000 a month off one good blonde girl, and you'll make $20 off selling a bottle of wine. So who cares?
Right.
Don't risk your license or anything about it.
Right. Okay, thank you.
Sure, thank you. Well,
I have a question.
Go ahead.
And hi, by the way, thanks for joining us. That's so awesome. My name's Brandy. My question is, it kind of piggybacks off what she just asked. I met with an event planner, and she's interested in becoming a distributor. But my question is, it's not really about selling the bottles, but how do you feel, or what do you think about doing like silent auctions for these bottles? Like if she was to get a case of 8, we wanted to do a tasting and let people actually try the wines so that the bottles that they're going to be auctioning on, they've tasted, and then it's the exclusiveness of the bottle that they can't just purchase in a store. So what would you recommend as far as doing silent auctions with that, but giving the people the opportunity to try it, and then offer the business or the membership later, but at least silent auctions so that these nonprofit organizations can kind of utilize the business and make money too? Like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me just tell you something. You guys are going to learn real quick, and Whitney will probably be like, "You're a little bit too hardcore on my calls," But like the thing is I want you all to get to the point where 100% of your energy is focused on building relationships with people.
Right.
Okay. Anything that even feels like sales to me is it's yucky. Like, it's not a good vibe. Like when you're talking to someone who's not really on the same wavelength as you, and you're trying to make it not sound like an MLM or that kind of convo. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Like where you're trying to go like, well, what if we did this? And you're trying to do something other than talk about building the fastest growing wine club, having fun, joining our team, drinking good wines, etc. But as long as they're on board with the big picture of our vision and they get the deal, like, hey, let's have fun, let's throw parties, let's raise money for charities, let's do big things in life, let's more of everything, more money, more friends, more time, just lift people up that you meet. And then it just becomes working out the details. So let's say that person's actually listening to you and it's not a sales conversation. It's like, okay, we're doing an event. Here's what I want to do. What's the charity? St. Jude. Beautiful. Everybody loves St. Jude. We're gonna charge $10 to get in, and all that money goes to St. Jude. And then the format for the event is everybody comes looking beautiful in their best charity ball gowns, and that means that we're going to have all kinds of beautiful girls there. That means that the guys are going to show up too, and we're going to let's silent auction off a bottle of a couple bottles of wine, and then it's who else has something. All right, let's silent auction off like a weekend in Vegas. Let's see if we can get Matt to donate one of his condos for the weekend. Okay, good. So we got a bunch of things. Oh, maybe we get an artist to show up and we have an artist come and do like a painting live and paint like a wine glass and on a canvas, and everyone's like, wow, we just watched that being painted. Then do like a live auction for that. You raise a ton of money for charity and everybody has an awesome time. And then you also say, hey, this is brought to you by Direct Sellers, the most amazing wine club in the world. We're all members, see us. And then everyone's like, that was the greatest event ever. And then you say, yeah, if you want to come to another one, you better join, because I don't have time to sit here and beg you to join me, because we're raising money for charity. We're having fun. We're making money. Like, that's the events, just make them as awesome as possible, but they're just a byproduct of getting people in on your team, essentially. Yeah. So I don't know if that answered your question. Did it?
I just want to make sure that it was legal for that Direct Sellers wasn't against us doing that, because with the bottles of wine we were going to auction off, it was going to have, obviously I'd be speaking and talking and doing the tasting notes and making it exciting, because it is going to be a wine social thing. So it is based around wine, but it's about, helping for an organization. But I was just thinking that if we auctioned, gave tastings so they could try the wine, and if we could auction it off with those people knowing that they're going to get the wine, knowing that they can only get it again if they join the club or join the membership. So it's going to be based around, Direct Sellers, but I just personally wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to be doing anything wrong, or it was in distaste of Direct Sellers, I guess.
I have an idea around that. Instead of just auctioning off a bottle of wine and somebody goes home and never calls you again, why don't you auction off yourself, that you'll go to their house and host a wine tasting party for them and 10 of their closest friends?
I love that. Yeah, that's also was an idea as well. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't doing anything wrong, I guess, per se.
It's not.
I didn't see anything in the law, in the bylaws. I didn't see anything in the instruction or in the back end on that. So I just wanted to make sure.
So weirdly, and just so you know, this may or may not be important, but like I've never even read any of that stuff, and I don't have any idea and anything. So I think literally, and I don't know anything about wine either. I'm like the dumbest rich person in the world, because I have this weird way that I'm wired. I don't care about anything, like any details or any kind of objections or possible, that kind of stuff. I don't even really deal with it. So, but it is important. And I'm sure there are people who, like the whole compliance department, but really whenever you're dealing with a charity, I mean, no one's going to come and say, man, these people donated a bottle of wine and gave the money to charity. Now, that is I would say that 100% of the time, that's not going to be a problem. But when the other lady, I believe was Sue, asked about the coffee shop and selling wine in a liquor licensed establishment in, breach of probably an exclusive agreement with their mafia liquor distributor like Southern Wine and Spirits, that would be something that could potentially get her in trouble. But with you, I think this is a no-brainer. But and then the other rule of thumb is just don't ever do anything that you think that your gut tells you isn't cool. And the most important thing at any event is just the people there. Just make sure that this business is effortless. This business is fun. This business, when you're selling it, you're just like, oh, you've got to meet my friend Whitney. She's hysterical. And, she falls and breaks wine glasses and she tells jokes. And then my other friend, blah, blah, blah. You got to come and, you're basically edifying your team and selling the event and getting people to buy into the legitimate camaraderie and enthusiasm and passion that exists around making everybody feel welcome, doing good, lifting people up, making money, having a blast, not having to have some life-sucking job outside the home, being able to spend your time working out and looking beautiful and enjoying life to the fullest. Boom. Drop the mic.
Boom. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Anyone else have any questions? Or are we going to give it back to the lovely and talented Whitney? Brandy Davenport. Thank you. That just said Brandy Davenport right there.
Hey, Jennifer and Nikki, I want to take a quick picture. Can you take your video off, or are you in a compromising position? Yeah, there they are. Hi, girls. Ash, are you around? Is your child being a nuisance?
No, I'm here, I think.
Can I see your actual face? As beautiful as that photo is.
Should I look? Wait.
Everybody be pretty. Get close to the camera. 1, 2, 3. Shit. 1, 2, 3. God damn it.
1, 2, 3, shit.
Oh, maybe it's because it's off mute. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, shit.
I got it. Okay.
Got it.
I never know the control alt, whatever. Matt, thank you so much for being here. We're all super stoked on Vegas.
Good.
And thank you so much for that opportunity. That's so amazing. And thank you for your time. And just all of that. We're super appreciative.
Oh, likewise. You guys, anything I can ever do for any of you, you know, friend me on Facebook, etc. I'll see you in Vegas. And if you ever need anything, I'm always here.
How far are you? So are you in Vegas or are you in Orange County?
No. I live in Vegas now. I moved from Orange County 5 years ago.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I'm in Orange County a lot and LA a lot.
Because we have
you guys are just in
Bakersfield, California, as beautiful as that place is. But I have a connection with the Petroleum Club, which has this big, beautiful, nice space that I'd kind of like to do a big event there. And I would love your involvement on that.
Do you know that whole other Bakersfield team, those other girls?
We know of them, but I don't know them personally.
Okay, because they're doing quite a bit, and so if we could do a big event in Bakersfield, I'd be down to come.
Okay, yeah, maybe. What's the leader on that little?
Is it Chanel? Is it Chanel's team?
Carla Bayhill and
Crystal Hernandez.
Crystal Nicole Hernandez, yeah.
Okay,
I worked with her with the other MLM.
Oh, yeah.
Is that good or bad?
I won't talk about it.
You got it. Hey, you got to control the vibe of your tribe. So I know Whitney's in charge. So trust me. I go back to my original statement. Not interested at all in meddling. You guys do your thing, and you call me in when you need a base runner or a pinch hitter or a coach or anything. I'm not here to meddle. So you do your thing, ladies and gentlemen, and I just am grateful. I see what you're doing. I love what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. And thank you for letting me on your Zoom.
Thank you.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks so much.
All right. Peace and love. Bye.
Everybody else, will you stay on for a quick sec?
You got it.
Thank you.
What did I miss in the beginning? It's just like
let me just stop the recording for people later. They don't need to hear this part.